because we're all niggas on the white liberal plantation. And it's time we embrace that word and say it, because the Hollywood people say it to rape billions off of you, writing their stupid thing. I use it to liberate you. I use it to invoke in you. Why is he saying that word? Dr. Shiva shouldn't say that word. Ooh, that's racist. No, it isn't. The racism is telling you not to use that word and to think that racism is over because you don't use that word. No, we live in a very racist society.
Shiva, first of all, thank you so much. I just want to quickly say what up, everyone. This is Prove to Me that You're Alive Lightcast, and I just want to before I introduce my very special guest, I want to say when I was a little kid in post-Soviet Ukraine, we had heroes like Bruce Lee and Jean-Claude Van Damme, and in today's martial arts of information, we have new heroes. And today, my guest is that superhero. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to blow smoke into anyone's behind, and I'm sure you will understand as we go on. And some of his superpowers are truth, freedom, and health. If for me to list the accolades of this man, I would have to spend another show. But some of the accolades that I can say is, get this: this man has invented the email. At the age of 14, he has ran for Senate, if I'm not mistaken, in 2017. He has four PhDs from MIT, and one of them is being biological engineering. He wrote several books, including his latest All-American Indian, Your Fight is Your Fight, The Battle to Save America. And I will leave all the links in the description. But I think the biggest accolade for us, the people, is that this man has fearlessly and tirelessly has been putting himself in the line of fire every day. He's been outside to bring us the truth, to bring us knowledge. And I just cannot express to you how important that is. So Dr. Shiva, how are you today?
I'm doing good, Nas. Thank you for your kind comments. You know, I know before we started, you had mentioned you were from post-Soviet Union, right? Ukraine. And
Yes,
people who've come from that kind of background, immigrants, the working people in this country actually understand their journey and how my journey are very, very interconnected, because it's a journey of actually struggle. It's a journey of being enslaved and oppressed. And it's also a journey of wanting to get off the plantation. And this is the journey that intersects those people. Those people want to remain on the plantation, will keep making excuses for booby fucking Kennedy, will make excuses for fucker Carlson, will make excuses for Donald Trump, because they do not know, they have not self-reflected on what it means to suffer and how they are slaves. And they're willing to compromise their lives, you know, which are gone in a flash with these kinds of individuals, right? And so our movement, uniquely, it's the only movement on the planet which is a movement which is taking the discoveries I found of how to build scientifically a movement, educating people on it, putting people on the ground, and we have consistently always done the right thing at the right time. We don't do what is opportunist. You know, we say the right thing at the right time to mobilize people. So we don't exploit truth. It's a very interesting concept, right? Exploiting truth. There are people who exploit truth. They know what's true, but they never tell the truth at the right time. They wait 2-3 years. And that's the story of fucker Carlson, Booby Kennedy, these kinds of people, Joe fucking Rogan, right? These people do not tell the truth. They have handlers. They have their parties that they need to go to. They need to be part of the swarm. So to the extent you think they're telling you the truth, they're telling you the truth to exploit you. Because so you are immobilized into action thinking these people are going to do something for you. They have no idea of the suffering that everyday working people go through. They do not have any idea of the oppression of the 8 billion of us. They're exploiters. And it's time we destroy that system of power, profit, control, because life is very short. There's nothing here to compromise, because your life will be gone within a nanosecond. And why do you want to give these people hours or days or months to think they're going to save you or help you? They have no interest in saving or helping you. Their main interest is to subjugate you. That's what they're about. And they will do it by any means necessary, including telling the truth, but when it's convenient for them. And this is the fundamental thing that we have to explain to people. We also have to explain to people that they want you to control your language. They want me to control my language, right? They want me to be a good scientist who writes nice papers and speaks in 7-syllabic words. They do not want me to use the word house nigga, or do not want me to use the word Zionist cocksucker. Because I use those words, and everyone should learn how to. And if you're use them, and if you're a black person, you have a problem with using the word nigga, you have to reflect on that. Not using that word doesn't mean you're off the plantation. In fact, you must use that word, because we're all niggas on the white liberal plantation. And it's time we embrace that word and say it, because the Hollywood people say it to rape billions off of you, writing their stupid music. I use it to liberate you. I use it to invoke in you. Why is he saying that word? Dr. Shiva shouldn't say that word. Ooh, that's racist. No, it isn't. The racism is telling you not to use that word and to think that racism is over because you don't use that word. No, we live in a very racist society. We live in a segregationist society. And the civil rights movement was hijacked by the Kennedys and Martin Luther King, and they suppressed Malcolm X and great leaders like him. Yes. And they suppress leaders like me, because I'm one of us. They shadow ban me. And you have to absolutely use these words, because you have to embrace the fact that we are still on their plantation. Now, a guy like me got off the plantation, okay? And they don't want us changing the paradigm at a fundamental way. They want us talking in their words and appeasing them. No, that's not what we're here to do. We're here to blow the neural networks in your brain, which put you into bondage. And I know the level, I've had access to their training and their knowledge. They always try to co-opt me in 100 million ways. And I've never been co-opted, because I hate these guys. And I use that word hatred because you should hate them. You should hate your enemy.
That's right.
You should hate evil. All these things that you've been taught, Christ said, show the other cheek. I don't think Christ did that. I'm sorry. Christ took a whip and beat the shit out of people. So if you're a Christian and then you claim you support Israel, well, that doesn't gel well. I think Christ would take a whip to you. Okay? So you have to break through all these conventions that they put you into, because they are conventions of bondage. Okay? So it's time that you recognize that I'm their worst nightmare, because I've gotten off their plantation. And guys like me should have been co-opted by them. But I've learned all their manipulations, and I've understood at a very fundamental level that they are using a systems science approach. And my job, my mission on this planet is to educate you, so you get off the plantation. The best way I can describe myself is like that Caesar, the ape in Planet of the Apes. He learned how to speak. Okay, well, I've learned the science of systems, and it is the only way out of this. So if you want to get off the plantation, you're at the right place. If you have problems with my language that I use, well, then you can just go watch all my health videos, and you can just be, thank you, Dr. Shiva. Thank you for saving us in 2020, a vitamin D3. So you want to absorb that knowledge, but you don't want to absorb the bitter pill I tell you. Well, that you can't have it both ways. You got to absorb all of it. So there you go.
You know what I realized about you, Dr. Shiva, is that the things that you say are way ahead of their time. And I think that we will still have to decipher the things that you say for a lot of years to come. And I've kind of had this epiphany this morning, is that when you speak, a lot of this stuff goes over people's heads. I'm really glad that you said what you said, because us as a people, we're tired of seeing these people somewhere up top that are so detached from reality. Once in a while, they come down, they write a book, or they do a podcast, and they try to tell us what we want in life, what we like, and they never seen reality itself. So I wanted to ask if you could please share, and this is what makes you different from anyone else. What is your background? What was your childhood like? And who were some of your influences in your childhood that helped you along the way?